Welcome back, awesome action toy fans and subscribers. It is Acid Rainbow time again. This time I'm wearing the ultra rare red face t-shirt. This is, how old is this now? This must be coming on 6-7 years old. The red, maybe even 8. No, I think 7 years old, this t-shirt. So that tells you how old it is and how long I've been collecting Acid Rain. Okay, we're looking at the Viper, is it Aegis Rusher, as in Rusher, as opposed to the country. Really nice artwork on the box, looks nice. Again, we can see it was on the back, but they always put a dark background, so it's quite hard to see. Part of the, is it Naus or Naus affiliation there, looks really good. I am looking forward to this, so let me turn the camera around, unbox this, and let's get into this. Okay, here she is, and she does look fantastic. Really, really nice looking figure. Now, let me just zoom out a second. So let's have a look at her accessories. So she comes with this nice gun, this RPG here. She comes with this pistol. And she also has these two sort of cameras or lights on her shoulders. Let me just have a quick zoom in. So we have this one here and here. But they, you can see already, are going to really impede articulation on her head. And not having any paint apps, they don't really add that much to it. With paint apps, I reckon they'd add more. Okay, so let's have a look at her accessories first. Let's put it to the side here. So we start with this awesome looking gun here. Drilled barrel, as we've come to know and love and expect from Acid Rainbow. Drum cylinder for ammunition, and I believe, because it's Acid Rainbow, yeah, you can take the ammunition off, the cylinder off. Very, very nice. And from the back, you can see the shells inside too. Nice to have a paint app. Does it fold open? Nah, it looks like it could fold open, but it's just one piece of plastic at the end there, which is a shame. That would have been amazing, but I'm not complaining. Pistol we've seen before. It's a nice looking pistol. Does have some basic paintwork on it. Trying to get a focus, but it doesn't want to focus for me. So have a quick try now. There we go. Does have just a little bit of dry brushing. You can see there. Two draw barrels, looks nice. And then we have the RPG, which looks fantastic. Shame it's not hollow on the back. Looks good. Shame it's not really hollowed on the lands. And being Acid Rain mode, you just know that the rocket part, the grenade part, does come off. Very, very nice. So let's have a closer look at her, the Rusher. And let's have a look at her articulation. So let me just get a nice sort of a neutral pose. So here she is. Arm looks good, but it's like a crop top armor linked to some rather curvaceous chest pieces, to be diplomatic, underneath there. So it looks like she's using the same body as, was it Jessie? I think, I can't remember, maybe. But it got armored part over the top, which can be removed. Same armor we saw on It's a Papalotto the other day, and for the exoskeleton part, and I'll do a comparison for that in a little while. So she should have the same, or maybe slightly better articulation, since there's less going on up here, but we will see. The helmet head sculpt is pretty cool, but sorry, too much. But it is just that. It is a helmeted head. You cannot take the helmet off, or the visor doesn't go up either, but it's a pretty cool one. And here you can see the two sort of side things that attach to her shoulders there. This one's going to pop out already. It looks like they don't add a huge amount to a look or aesthetic. If they had painted a little bit, I think perhaps they would. Onto the back, you see she has the holster for a pistol. Again, the 3 holes you saw in It's a Papalotto for attaching things. Looks good. The only real question is why she got exposed thighs and arms if it's in an Acid Rain world. Is Acid Rain only harmful to lungs, not to the skin? Who knows? Okay, let's have a look at her articulation. So I expect these to pop out. Now, head, oh, she can turn left and right, up and down, and tiny side to side because they do get in the way there. Shoulders all the way around, but the outwards is going to be under 90. But not too bad considering. But what is going to be really good, even with this exoskeleton armor on, should be the bicep curl. Let's have a look. Yeah, look at that. Ridiculous bicep curl. Slightly more on the right arm, because on the left arm, the strap is too low down her arm here. Put it slightly higher and she should get, there we go. She gets a much better bend. Really good. Best in class in 118 scale, particularly for a single joint, not a double bicep joint. Really, really nice. Hands, she has the classic gun articulation on the right, and she has the wave articulation on the left. There is trunk, so she can move left and right, forwards, backwards, side to side, and there should be waist, so, oops, comes apart. Waist, which is side to side. There is not really, or turning, there's no forwards, backwards, or dip on that. Thighs, not too bad, but you get this nasty thigh gap going on there. And you see the exoskeleton part does get in the way a little bit. However, forwards and backwards should be better, but now it seems like they're not going to get in the way. All right, not great, but it's all right. And again, you get a nasty thigh gap. You can just sort of see coming there when you pose her like this. There is a thigh twist on each leg, which is good. Double kneecap, just be careful that the clip for the exoskeleton part doesn't pop out. But look at that, look how tight that is. Fantastic on the stiffness there on the bend. She does have, which is great, which is really good for acid rain mode, the foot turn. She has not a bad tippy toe, to be fair. And her dorsiflexation, her Michael Jackson, is not too great because of the tongues on her shoes, that she'll still fall over. And then lastly, she does have the really good twist on the feet, so the legs are apart. She can still get her feet flat, and see how quick and easy that was to balance. So that's really, really good there. Fantastic articulation you'd expect from acid rain mode. This is why they're some of the best that are out there in the market. But their price is becoming really restrictive, prohibitive now. The new ones are up for like, what, 44 USD? You know, I could buy 2 figures practically for that price from another line. But these are great looking and are hand painted and weathered. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to quickly pause, grab a couple of figures and set them up with her for a comparison. I'll be back in an instant and we can see what she looks like with a bunch of other 118 scale action figures. So back in an instant. Okay, so here she is with It's a Papalotto and an Arena Sentinel, and they're all shooting up. What could the threat be? Bum, bum, bum. Yes, it's one of these, which I can't remember the name of. Very long name, and I'll put it in the suggested videos for you. It is a huge 118 scale figure, but suffers from really loose joints. It's quite hard to pose. You see that she scales very well with the Uffit Acid Rainbow figures. And if I grab again my Joy Toy maintenance guy because he's on hand, you'll see that they scale well with Joy Toy figures and whatnot as well. And they could work again in the same universe too. So she is a great looking figure, and I will say, despite the price, I think she's pretty good because the accessories are decent. Though I'm not sure how she works in acid rain mode, not having, you know, trousers or stuff on her thighs to protect from the acid rain. But again, like I said, maybe it just affects the lungs, not the skin, and who knows. Okay, let me just get my maintenance guy in a semi I don't know what I'm doing pose. There we go. Another great figure, and I do think she is worth getting. That gun is awesome. Do subscribe and click on the notification icon because I've got another 2 Toys Alliance reviews coming up. I've got the EOS Skirmisher, Acid Rain World, probably tomorrow, and an Annex 2179 Eliza review coming up too. And you do not want to miss those, so please subscribe, click on the notification icon so you can stay up to date, latest news, reviews, videos, etc. Stay happy, keep collecting. Bye bye.